is so little information and education in the mainstream education systems that we grow up in and we grow up with that really prepares us to understand the depth at which we need to know our bodies. Okay, we are actually disempowered from knowing our bodies and being intimate with our bodily processes, especially as women. We are only really taught the very surface level, very reductionist, very simplified explanations of what is going on at the deeper level, below the surface and within our body, especially around our menstrual cycle. We are not properly informed and we are not given the foundation from which to understand our menstrual cycles and really be empowered in this information, be empowered in this understanding. We are so limited from being empowered in knowing about our bodies, and because of this is why we are so quick to seek external fixes for internal problems, because we're not empowered and we're not given the resources and tools to know how to heal ourselves. And this is why I'm here, because I want to empower every single woman to start her womb healing journey and to empower herself with this wisdom and knowledge that should actually be accessible and available for every single woman and womb bearer on this planet, because this is fundamental information. This is fundamental knowledge that we should learn in schools, that we should learn in life orientation. What a fucking useless subject. No, I'm not going to be a mandrake / crack cocaine addict. I would like to know and learn about my fucking body. Is that so hard to ask? And so it really just shows the extent to which we live in a patriarchal culture. Living in a patriarchal culture means that all of us have grown up with patriarchal conditioning, which means that we have grown up with the subconscious belief being constantly programmed to us and at us that women are weak, the feminine is weak. It is unsavory to be sexually expressed. It is not womanly to be empowered in our eroticism. It is not, womanly to talk about periods and blood and cervical fluid and juices and, it's all these subjects, they are taboo. And there's a reason that they are taboo, because anything that the patriarchy makes taboo, that there is a shitload of power in that subject, and there's a shitload of self-actualization within that topic, because why else would they keep these subjects from us? Why else would they prevent women being empowered in their own God-given body wisdom? There's only one reason, and that is the fact that the patriarchy wants to keep women disempowered. It wants to keep women disassociated from their bodies, disconnected from their womb power, their Shakti power, and just being in a victim mentality towards their own health. And this is so often what I see with women, is because we haven't been given these fundamental education about our bodies and the ways that our bodies actually work. We seek these answers outside of us. Anytime we have a health issue or a health crisis, or any kind of problem relating to our womb and our periods, we constantly will seek this external help or this external quick fix solution to our problems, because we haven't been personally empowered as women to understand our own issues from the inside out. And unfortunately, we live in a world, men in power are making decisions about women's bodies. And that is just so fucked up, because a man can never know what it is like to be in a woman's body. A man can never know, just like a woman can never know what it's like to be in a man's body. You know, it goes both ways. And so we have to have the reverence for our own bodies and for the bodies of the opposite sex. And we have to be humble enough to know and to admit that we actually don't really know that much about our bodies and the ways that our bodies work. And so my role as a womb healer is to empower you, the womb bearer, the woman, to be able to understand what is going on with your womb. What is your womb trying to communicate to you? Why are you having these issues? How are these issues serving your awakening and self-actualization process? Because in order to come out of that victim mentality with our health, the whole, why is this happening to me? Why is my body against me? You know, all of these narratives that put us into a space of victimhood. And we need to turn the narrative around and ask ourselves, how is this happening for me instead of how is this happening to me? Because everything that happens to you is actually happening for you. And everything that happens to you is an opportunity for you to increase your self-awareness and take more self-responsibility for your physical health, your emotional health, your mental health, and your spiritual health. The health of these 4 pillars is so vital to the overall health and liveliness and wellness of our entire mind, body, soul complex. Because we're not just a body, and we're not just a mind, and we're not just a soul. We are the combination of all 3 of these. And it's really important to understand that all bodily processes and, you know, the level of health at which we can attain is dependent on the interrelated connections between our physical health, our mental health, our emotional health, and our spiritual health. Really, you are not a healthy person until all 4 of these things are in balance. So